project, I'm actually going to need about 200 grams of 100% acrylic yarn, which is DK. So to begin, I'm just going to pull the yarn from inside like this and try to find the end. So to begin, sorry, I'm using a black yarn, but I'll try to make my instructions clear. So just start by making a slip knot, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, and chain 46 or 56. It depends how wide you want your bag to be. In my case, since I want my base of my bag to be about 15 inches wide, so I mean 13 inches wide, so which means I'm going to chain up to 56. So I'll meet you once I get 56 chains to show the next step. So once I'm satisfied with the number of chains, next I'm going to work back into the chain. To do so, I'm going to start working into the second chain from the hook. So make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. And you can mark it with a stitch marker to keep track of your work. And remember, you are open to use any yarn color of your choice. So now make a single crochet into the next chain and just continue making single crochet in each chain all the way until the end. I'll meet you once I reach the end to show you the next step. So just continue making single crochet in each chain until you are done with this first row. So at the end here, just make a single crochet into this last chain. Chain 1, turn your work. That turning chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Next, you're going to work to start working into this very first stitch from the hook. You can mark it with a stitch marker just to keep track of your work, but it's very optional. So next, continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. At the end, just chain 1, turn your work, and just continue repeating this row 2 until your bag measures at least 15 inches long. So just continue doing that. At the end, remember always to chain 1 before you turn your work, and remember that turning chain 1 does not count as a stitch until your bag measures at least 15 inches long. I'll make sure once my bag measures at least 15 inches long. And remember, you must make 2 panels the same as this one. I mean, remember just to make 2 identical panels. They both must measure the same 15 inches long and about 13 inches wide, which is their base. So I'll meet you once I get both panels. I'll meet you once I get both panels that measures the same measurements, which means their bases must be at least 13 inches wide and they must be 15 inches long. But depending how big or long you want your bag to be. If you want it a smaller bag, then you must only make number of chains, and you want it to be big, then you must add more number of chains. It's very optional actually. So just continue doing that until you're satisfied with the size of the bag. I'll make sure once I'm done with both panels to show the next step. For the bag, this is how the both panels look like. They both have about 33 rows by counting them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 until you have a total of 33 rows, which is equivalent to 15 inches. In case you are using different yarn or a different hook, you must make sure both panels are equal like this. They must be 2. Then next you're going to join them. Whereas on one of them you must leave a long yarn tail like this for joining them. Actually, if you want, you must not cut off the yarn because you are going to join them using a single crochet stitch all across the bag like this around, leaving only the bag's opening. And for the bag strap, this is one that I have made off camera, and the other one I'm going to do it on camera to show you how I've made my bag strap. Actually, it's just very small like this, and this bag will be consisting of 2 bag straps. So to make the bag strap, make sure you're leaving a long yarn tail for attaching a bag strap to the bag. So just like this, make a slip knot. So this yarn tail is the one that you're going to use for attaching a bag strap to the bag. Once you make a slip knot, then chain 5. Once you get 5 chains, now make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and continue making single crochet in each chain all the way until the end. Make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook and just continue making single crochet in each chain all the way until the end. Whereas at the end you must have a total of 4 stitches because you have started in the second stitch. So at the end here, chain 1, turn your work. The turning chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So next you are going to work in both loops by starting into this very first stitch from the hook, and just continue working, making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. At the end, just chain 1, turn your work, and repeat until you have a total of about 34 rows. Then once you get 34 rows, just leave a long yarn tail again for attaching your back strap to the back. Chain 1, cut off the yarn, and you make sure you are going to make 2 back straps. One is this one I'm making on camera, and this is the other one that I have made off camera. So just go ahead and make your 2 back straps like this. So next I'll just meet you once I have made both my back straps and how I'm going to attach my back panels together. So at the end here, like I said, make sure you have chained 1 before you start attaching your back panels together. Whereas wrong sides are facing up like this, for the back panel that's down, the wrong side must be facing up, and the back panel that's up, the wrong side is the one that will be facing down, because this is going to be the outside part of your bag. You can mark it with a stitch marker if you want, but it's very optional. So now just continue making single crochet across all the way until here. Then once you reach here, just continue making the bottom part of the bag all the way until you reach the other side here, the opening. Continue making single crochet like that. Then once you reach here, just chain 1 and cut out the end, because next you're just going to attach your back straps, whereas they're going to be attached here. So for back strap, as you can see, this side I have marked it off camera, and on the other side I'm going to mark it on camera to show you where I'm going to place my strap, because this is where I'm going to place one of the strap, and on this side I'm just going to show you how I have marked the other side. So actually what you're going to do is counting from the next from the same stitch, where this is the stitch where you have used when you have joined your back panels together. So you are going to count from the next stitch after that one and mark the 14th stitch. And you're just going to do the same thing as well on the other side, the next stitch, then mark the 14th stitch. Then after the 14th stitch, try to count again. Remember, your strap consists of 4 stitches, so which means you must also count the 4th stitch from the marked one. Once you mark the 14th stitch, then try to count again until you reach the 4th one, then mark the 4th one, then again try to count until you get the 10th stitch, then mark the 10th stitch, skip 3 stitches again and mark the 4th one, and on the other side there should be also again 14 stitches. Just go ahead and do the same thing on both sides of the bag. So next we are going to attach your back strap, and just make sure your back straps are not twisted when attaching them. Whereas you are going to do so with a yarn needle, so just to attach it like this, as well as on the other side. Make sure at least the first row must go inside a little bit. The first row of the strap must go a little bit inside to match it to the first row of the bag. You can use any needle you have, either the yarn needle or the metal one. In my case, I'm going to use a yarn needle because it's the one that I have. So which means this is the full row, whereas you are not going to start in this marked stitch, you're just going to start in this stitch below the one that you have marked. In order for your back strap to come a little bit inside. So then now insert the yarn needle into the marked stitch and into the next stitch on the back strap. You can remove the stitch marker if you want. Then now continue working with the yarn needle across like this until you are fully attached your back strap. So just go ahead until you have fully attached both your back strap.